Don't you count backwards?
Nope.
Not in this area. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Welcome to the Almost Irish Podcast. I'm Dan Barry.
Hey, everybody. It's Dennis Rooney.
Mick Thomas, how are you?
I'm dying.
Yeah, I know. It was just a weird start to the show. Everyone was just kind of and every time you try to talk, it's like, save it. I'm like, save what? Like, what do you want me to save? You've missed the
This gold.
Yeah, this gold of all of us saying, yeah, we really went to bed late last night.
I want to do a podcast where the podcast is just what happens before the podcast, like what just happened. That little 10, 12 minutes of us talking.
Like behind the scenes?
That's it.
Like where we're just fighting like ABBA?
Like ABBA.
ABBA hated each other.
They had a tumultuous relationship.
They hated each other.
But weren't they from Switzerland?
Sweden?
Sweden.
I think they were from Sweden. They won the Eurovision a bunch of times.
That's a real thing from that movie?
Ireland won the Eurovision more than any country in the world.
Hold on. The country doesn't count, like the bands from Ireland won, not like... All right, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but when you say how many goals did the US go, you don't go fucking, well, John from the shop.
No, I know, but...
Terry from swimming.
See,
You go,
we say Michael Phelps won 8 gold medals.
yeah, but you go, we won it.
We did it, baby.
Yeah, we won the gold. So yeah, the Eurovision Song Contest is very popular, right, in obviously Europe. And Ireland won it every single year. Now, the problem is what this movie is based on, right? Have you seen the Will Ferrell one on Netflix? Rooney, get off your phone, you can't.
I was trying to share it. I'm not good with technology, but I am. I'm putting it aside.
You know the Will Ferrell movie on Netflix, and what happens is like the government are trying to sabotage it. Because what happens is when you win the Eurovision, you now have to host the Eurovision the next year. So we won it so many times, right, that we're broke. We can't afford. So what we did was when you have to enter a contest to have your song entered. Like if we were in the Eurovision, I was going to say if America, that wouldn't make sense. But let's say there's a contest, so we would have to
find
have
our way in there.
I mean, we'd fucking win it every year, obviously. Our culture is followed everywhere in the world. Come on.
So, but you would have to have a contest to get into the contest. So the winner of the contest gets to represent your country.
A prelim.
Yeah, I forgot the word. So what happened was 1 year we won it 8 years in a row, and the government went, fuck it. Now we have a turkey. We have a puppet. Like entered our contest, this high class tournament of like ABBA won it. You know ABBA, like everyone knows who ABBA is.
Yeah,
Sweden or Switzerland?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Wait, ABBA's not from Ireland though, right?
No, they're from but I'm saying the contest. They're Eurovision winners.
Right,
That's where they got started.
Who are these bands that won 8 years in a row, and how come I don't know about
Like
them?
people like if I remember,
Cranberries?
like Johnny Logan,
Mama and the Fiddles.
Never heard of either.
I think Chris de Burgh won it.
Never heard of them.
You did. Remember that song? You know that song, Lady in Red?
Lady, he won
From
with that
Wexford.
song?
From Wexford.
From Wexford.
Purple and gold.
That
Yeah.
guy's not American.
He's from Wexford. No, he's not American. He's
By the
from
way,
New Ross.
that song sucks.
It does. It's terrible. You're just basically calling the girl based on the color of her dress. Like, you know what I mean? That's it.
I guess it is a good comedic callback, though. I've heard it more in movies and shit like that.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
very funny in Dodgeball.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give it to him.
Anyway.
Wexford. Wexford
Yeah.
represent.
That's it. So Wexford again. And he, so basically what happens, we were like so into this Eurovision, like, dude, we can't afford it anymore. And I go, who's going to win this year? And you had some kid who had like a tenor's voice. He was an opera singer. And then all of a sudden they're like, let's put Dustin the Turkey on it. Like a fucking puppet singing in a North Dublin accent. And he went up with all these people and like these real people. I was like, because we sabotaged it because we couldn't afford it anymore.
They're like, we looked at the rule book, and there's no obligation for the entry person to be a person at all.
And they made a movie. And an episode of Father Ted is basically what happened.
Father Ted's not a docuseries?
Father Ted. If you haven't seen it, it's whatever.
Is there anything more Irish than being to the point where you're like, I don't want to win. Like,
Yeah.
This is annoying. I just want to like wrap it up and go home. You
I
know
gotta
what?
turn up and shake hands.
8 years
Put
is
it
a
in
lot.
the turkey.
though. 8 years is a lot. And like you said, it was imagine the country went bankrupt
because
like,
of
doing
some
this
singing
Eurovision,
contest.
and they were known as being the most, I don't know, creative singers or
Right.
some shit.
But if America didn't win 8 years in a row, they would say it was like rigged.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there'd be a war.
Yeah.
There'd be a war for some reason.
I'm surprised it's not a huge deal in America where it's like, you need to let us in this Euro.
Amerivision.
Like any contest in the world that's happening, it's like, we want in because we're going to fuck you up in it.
Yeah, hey, JFK was from, his father was from Wexford too, actually. JFK was. Is that where we're gone now? We're that fucking bad into it? Jesus fucking Christ.
I was wondering why your phone was up and on.
I was like, he was in his phone. I was like, it's a bit rude. I understand he's pissed. He doesn't want to be here. Very surly. But I'm like, fucking get out of your phone.
I'm actually excited to be here. I just am not conscious.
Dan's come around to being here. He didn't want to be here at first, for sure. You know why, too? Dan hates to see me get here before him. Oh, it boils his blood. Look at him.
Not at all.
No. Anytime I'm more professional than Dan, it kills him inside.
You mean the
This
one
is-
time?
Yeah, this isn't me projecting at all. This is totally Dan's beliefs.
This is my thought process. I saw Rooney's car. I was like, this motherfucker. And he has a coffee. Bold.
And a coffee.
And I had to borrow $1 from him to get this Arizona.
So how come nobody slept last night?
Well, I was at the comic strip and I had the last spot of the night. And
What time is that? Like the last spot?
You're supposed to go on at 11:30.
That's comedy club time.
And
so
then
really,
so then by the time you turn the audience over, so I didn't get off stage till after 12:30.
that's not too bad though. You hear about these. I don't know how many rooms still doing, but like these 1 o'clock shows and shit. And I'm like, I don't want to be doing.
I'm
stand-up
not
comedy
doing
at
it.
1
Yeah,
a.m.
that's
I'm
a
not doing
lot.
it.
People. No one is out there. No one's sitting in the audience at 1 a.m. thinking like, oh, this guy. That's a good joke. That's a well written
Right.
joke, and I'll laugh at it. It's
no
like,
one's remembering you if you're there
that
at 1
too.
a.m.
Yeah, you're not making any headway in terms of that. Anything interesting happen at the comic strip?
Sounds like how you tell us that story.
Wow, what a lead-in.
Well, first of all, it kind of almost goes into good deed again.
Good
Not a
deed.
So
We need a soundbite for that.
Here's what I
Good deeds.
do. It just should be angels or the harp playing.
Yeah.
So I usually between my two shows at the comic strip, especially in the summertime, I like to walk up to the Met, which is about 6 blocks away, and sit there, eat a cookie, drink milk. But last night I didn't.
You're a psychopath.
Why?
It's like 11 o'clock at night. You're sitting on the steps of the Met drinking milk.
No, but
with a
you
cookie?
know in his head, he's like, just a boy from Wexford.
Yeah, right. Oh, God. You done well, Mick. Look at you.
Eating this $3 cookie.
Yeah, you're on the steps of a museum that won't let you in because you didn't get vaccinated, you cunt. So you made it.
Mumsy wouldn't let me have milk and cookies this late, but now I can have it whenever I want.
Yeah, I'd be up all night, shit the bed, but no, look at me now. On the steps of a museum eating a chocolate chip
So
cookie.
I did a good deed and I got mad at the guy I did the good deed for, right?
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's-
on brand.
That is on brand for me.
So I go to the 7-Eleven. I didn't get a cookie. I go, you know what? I'm craving a Twix. Bad idea because the heat out. By the time I get to the Met, the Twix gonna be melted. It's fucking dumb. It was just a dumb idea.
yeah, you
Amateur move.
Yeah, really amateur move. So I go
Hold on.
Go on.
You'll buy a cookie at 7-Eleven?
No,
the
no,
7-Eleven brand?
Insomnia cookie right across the street.
That's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Great cookie place.
Amazing cookie place. And so I go up to 7-Eleven. Outside there's a guy in a wheelchair, right? Black guy. Want to put that out there again because I do things for other races.
The fact you mentioned it means.
Wait, we're only
no.
supposed to be doing good deeds for not white people, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Was that not a thing that we had mentioned before?
It's not a good deed if it's a white person.
Yeah, if
Doesn't
it's a white
count.
person, it's
Yeah.
just
It's expected.
nepotism.
It's part of your job.
Right. Exactly. so,
I gotta laugh on nepotism. I want to say
all right,
that.
that's
here we
okay.
go.
I'm not. I acknowledge it.
Sally's our actual barometer whether that's something
That
funny.
is,
I
yes.
was like, that was a good one.
Thank you, Sally.
So the guy was clearly begging outside the 7-Eleven, right? Clearly begging, and I'm only basing that on the color of his skin.
Not like
Um,
the mistakes.
Oh,
you've made.
God.
I was gonna
joking.
say, not like the mistakes you've made.
no,
How
no.
many times has Mick Thomas been like, "Here's $1," a black person's just like, "What?"
Thank you for listening to Almost Irish.
He had a
Podcast.
blanket, and he had like half drank.
Floon?
I'll explain that in a minute. He had a Gatorade everywhere, and he was-
Definitely homeless.
So I walk by, and he's not even shaking me down for money, right? He's not one of the annoying ones. Like you know the ones. Hey! You're like, you gotta keep walking,
Yeah.
right?
I thought he was going to say the annoying black people.
I meant homeless.
You're a real piece of
I
shit.
meant begging. And you know the weird thing is, like, you'll put that narrative out there, and the audience go like, "Yeah, that's what he
Listen,
meant."
Mick-
And then all of a sudden, the rabbit hole of "I'm a piece of shit" is now.
We all
done.
have roles to
That-
play on this podcast, and you'll be on the Anthony Cumia network soon enough. All right, don't worry.
Yeah, we get it. I'm just going to also point out that you don't have a rabbit hole, Mick. That thing's a fucking cavern.
It's the Grand Canyon.
It's a Grand Canyon of just shit Mick does.
So anyway, so I go to the guy, and I doesn't even, not even shaking me down, not even giving me the story. Like, you know, he's sitting in the wheelchair, and I go, "Hey mate, no cash on me," he said, "but I'm going inside. Can I get you anything? What's the most expensive thing in this?" I was going to say headphones. Like, there's nothing that expensive in 7-Eleven.
If I had to ring someone out, it was like, "Oh, you need." I'm stopped by 7-Eleven. You need anything? What would I tell them to get? What's the most expensive thing at 7-Eleven?
like e-cigarettes.
Like, give me an 18 pack
A
of
gallon of milk at 7-Eleven, I imagine, is expensive.
in the
$5.
city.
Yeah.
In the city, too.
Yeah, like that's like really like you think about. I mean, you get like cases of beer, or whatever. But I mean, like
Yeah, but you're not gonna buy beer for this.
Yeah.
homeless
Yeah, and
guy.
if
If
you're
you're not
drinking,
cool
cold.
No, I'm not doing that. No.
You should've.
No.
Be like, hey,
I mean,
man.
and if you're drinking milk on a hot
If he
August
asked you
night,
for a
you
beer, would
deserve
you be
to be
like
homeless.
If he's
You were drinking milk
With a cookie.
moments ago.
I didn't because I got a Twix. Remember, I didn't get the
okay.
cookies and milk.
now, I imagine he goes, "Oh, can I get a beer?" And you're like, "Can I get ID?"
So I go to the guy. I go, "Hey man, I'm going aside. Can I get you anything? I have no cash on me. Blah blah blah." And he goes, he leans in. He looks into the window like, "Huh." And he's like, "Could you have me a slice of pizza?" And I go, "Yeah, man, you got it. Pepperoni, regular." Because I know sometimes I have the 7-Eleven pizza. So I go in, I walk down the aisle, and in my head I'm like, "Look at me, good deed again today." So I'm walking down the aisle, and I grab Diet Coke, which is another mistake because it's just Diet Coke out of a bottle is shit. It's just shit. Go around the side. I don't need a Red Bull. I already had two. Long night. So I go up, and there's a guy in front of me. I go, let him go. Asian kid. I'm just all about the bringing the love.
Any non-white?
The,
Go ahead.
love.
the UN of Mick Thomas.
Yeah.
Guys.
So I go, man, you go ahead of me. And so he goes up. Now there's 4 slices of pizza left, right? So he goes, "Can I get some pizza?" I'm like, "Oh no, I can't order the pizza." And then like the pizza's gone, and I go back out to the homeless guy like, "I didn't have any."
It takes 15 minutes to cook, and I got a spot. Like I'm not,
Mick was probably gonna be like, "Asians, right?"
mate. I don't know what ruined your life first, but I'll tell you what ruined your night tonight. That poke right there.
Like it's 7-Eleven. There's not a guy in the back. What am I meant? This is like,
Yeah, no, this is
right. So so I'm like, fuck. Now I'm panicking about like shit. So the guy, and then so then there's another guy behind him. Well, yeah, pizza looks good. And I'm like, "Can I get 2 pizzas as well while you're in there?" Like in other words, I'm securing these last 2. So I get the 2 slices. He only asked for 1, by the way. So I get him 2. And here's what happens. So I walk out and I get him, I hand him the pizza in a bag. Don't even make a big deal. I go, "There you go, man, have a good night." And I walk off, right? And I'm standing there waiting for the cars to pass so I can go on my merry way. And I turn around and there's I guess an attractive female walking to 7-Eleven. He does the thing and he like shimmies his legs across. Like he pulls the wheelchair over with his legs so he can open the door for this lady. I'm like, "There's nothing wrong with your fucking legs." Like that's what I said to him. I said, "There's nothing wrong with your legs."
Wait a minute.
You just shimmied.
Hold on.
Do you know what I mean? Like he shimmied, he walked in the wheelchair.
Yeah, but
You know, like when you're in an office on a rolly chair and your printer's over here and you gotta fucking just.
He's homeless. It's not necessarily a wheelchair out of necessity. It's just his only
Come
piece
on,
of
you know
furniture.
what you're doing.
It's his only piece of furniture.
or he
no.
can't support his own weight.
Nah, he's not. He wasn't that big. He wasn't that big. There's no. There's no.
Very unlikely he couldn't support.
He scammed me. That's like if we go back to a previous episode. If I had a sign up and go, "Hey guys, I was in the war." Define war, fucker. Do you know what I mean? I could have been on Call of Duty. I could have played Clone Wars. I could have been watching.
All right, hold on.
Storage
So you
Wars.
turn around and
could
yell
be
at a
on-
homeless guy
There's
saying,
nothing fucking wrong with your legs, mate. Just like that.
"Give me that pizza back."
What if he was in so much dire strait, you gave him pizza, and that pizza gave him the energy to open the door for that?
Carved up.
Yeah, man, come on. You're out here.
You know how you carve up before runs?
You're out here pulling off miracles, and then you're questioning
No,
it.
he's just like doing the leg thing, like I said.
Maybe the woman was so beautiful, he was like,
He
"I
had the
can
gift
move
of-
my legs
the gift
suddenly."
of walk.
Did she do?
No.
Did she do the little jog to get?
No, I didn't even watch that bitch. I didn't watch her. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And so he shimmies in, he shimmies over, opens the door for her. And I'm like, what you think is going to happen? Like, you think she's blowing you? Like,
This guy's gonna have a fucking pizza pie by the end of the night.
that-
'Cause
yeah,
she's
is
gonna
that
be
your
like, "Can
night?
I get you anything?"
You're getting pizza and blown? That's not how your night's going to
Yo,
go,
imagine
pal.
this dude got pizza and blown. It's like,
Imagine he looks
better
at
than
you.
my night.
He looks at you. He removes his fucking blanket, and it's just a stack of pizza boxes.
you come back the next night for more spots. She's sitting
I'm there
there next
tonight.
to
If I
him
go there
like,
again, I'm like, what's going on with the legs, mate? I'm going to talk to him. I'm like, tell me what's happening.
"I think I could get you on a red. I just ran 100 miles." This guy's like, "I thought you were just gonna buy me pizza and not get involved with my life. Leave me the fuck alone, dude."
You asked, I answered. You didn't say, "Hey, if you're homeless, can I buy you pizza?"
Imagine he got so mad at me. He's like, here's $5. What do you mean? Like, just go by yourself. I don't want to hear it anymore. It's
Yeah.
not worth it. It wasn't worth it. Like, but dude, that's like, you scam artist.
So you think he was stealing homeless valor with the wheelchair?
Definitely stealing homeless valor. Definitely playing on the heartstrings of because New York City and where he was up on 3rd Avenue, that's a hilly place. That's not a place for a wheelchair person.
How
You
did
know
his
what I
upper body look? Was he jacked?
I wasn't really paying
Is he
attention.
rolling
to
all
it.
around town?
Wasn't really paying attention to
This
it.
guy's
Really.
about to move to San Francisco. Run that place. The hills.
I like that you tried to explain it. The hills?
Sarah Jessica, you know, hills.
I'm a little whacked out too. All right.
Yeah. So, but then what happened is when I come out of the comic strip after my last spot, so I get out there late, and no offense to the MC last night, but you're supposed to do like a 20-minute spot.
Who was it? Name names?
He left me up there for over half an hour, and I was like, dude, you're the last guy of the night. People are like, I didn't have the fucking margarita.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, like, I know it was a good set, don't get me wrong, but it's like, dude, I want to go home. They want to go home. Like, it was just, but whatever. I was up there for over half an hour, and so I come out, and I'm walking down the street. I usually get good parking. Now there's screaming going on right outside my car. I'm like,
Hell yeah.
fuck me. Like a woman is wailing like she...
Sidewalk or street?
Sorry, she's on the sidewalk.
Okay.
So, the footpath in Ireland.
In Wexford.
Wexford.
Big ups, Wexford.
You know,
Lady in red.
you know, the footpath was invented in Wexford.
Purple and yellow.
People were just walking up the streets, getting hit by tractors, and someone said, you know what? What about we had a foot road? What's a foot road?
No, more like a path because it takes you somewhere.
That's bullshit, because I've been to Ireland. There's not nearly as many sidewalks as there should be. Sometimes you got to share the road with another car. That's bullshit right there. What are you guys doing over there? Just make it wider, man. It's not a fucking hard concept. All right, I'm sorry.
Sorry. So I hear wailing, like, remember, like a woman walked into a room and found a dead baby in a crib, like that, like remember
Nice.
That's
good, right?
Remember the woman in Trainspotting when she found a
Yes.
and sick boy's like, just fucking see something, right?
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
How do you have a horrible Scottish accent?
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
that, dude?
I thought it was good.
No, it wasn't.
No, I'm not doing that one. The pressure's on. No.
Oh my god, a dead baby.
Fucking say something.
Oh no. Dead baby.
Yeah. Are you from Scotland? It's a dead baby.
Oh, look at me, Scotland.
So this woman is fucking wailing right now. The shouting is going on. I'm like, all right, this is going to be good. So I get up there and I see this girl, right, and just like she's an attractive lady. She's surrounded by 3 guys. Right?
Oh, this is a bad situation.
Right?
Mick Thomas is gearing up for good
Real
deed number
hero.
2.
No, I don't do that shit anymore. I'm not Batman.
You're not going to
I'm
help a woman getting beat up
fuck
by
it,
3
fuck
people?
it. I'm not doing it.
If it was a young man, he would have ran there.
That was a young man.
Wait. White woman?
100%.
So that's why you're not getting involved. You're like, listen,
I'm like, listen, I only help the minorities.
Listen, I'm not getting canceled over you, bitch.
That's it. No. So she's surrounded, like literally surrounded. It's almost like, I was like, this is like a fucking movie.
It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, you know, like the over the top movie where they go, like where a girl walks down an alley. Like if you walk down an alley in New York City, you deserve whatever happens to you. I'm sorry, you do.
Does one of them have a switchblade that they're tossing from hand to hand, back and forth?
Where you going, skirt?
Oh my god, a multi-ethnic gang.
And it was because one black guy, 2 Muslims.
Well, at least
right?
they're woke. Muslims? How can you tell?
You can tell. You
Okay.
can always tell. So
I know a religious
The
denomination you are.
Taliban's made it over here already? Is that what
they're
you're
already
saying?
here. They're
Mick's
already here.
Mick's
And
watching
they've already
this.
teamed up with the black guys. And now it's
Craigslist is amazing.
we're going to hell. Like, you know, I don't agree what you say over there, but, you know. So anyway, so all you can hear is her screaming, call the police, call the police. And there's another woman who just, here's the thing, another woman just joined in, like she just saw what was happening, not questioned anything. The 3 guys, like, who wouldn't let her go. And the woman's like, let her go, you assholes. Like, and then sort of like, the white girl is still screaming, call the police, call the police. And like, and then there was a guy there, I fucking called, like he was, like this girl was being assaulted apparently, and like all of a sudden the guy was so annoyed by her whining, he's like, yeah, shut up, I called the cops, stop yelling. So they're going back and forth, the guys won't let her go, right? One guy has her by the arm. Now, one guy has her by the arm.
I'm starting to think this chick did something.
Yeah.
There you go,
I'm
right?
starting to
And
think-
everyone is yelling, you pieces of shit, let her go, you pieces of shit. Here's what she yelled. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, when I say that, I don't mean she deserves any of this harassment.
Sounds
I'm
like
just
you're
saying,
doing
like,
it.
this
Sounds
starts-
like you're saying it. Sounds like you're saying it.
It sounds like
Rudy's like, what was she wearing? Yeah, I was about to say that. Rudy was like, the dress is too short. That's what you get when you dress like a hooer.
she turns towards you. She's wearing a shirt that says like "fuck black people and Muslims." It's like, oh, okay, wait a minute, hold on. They're just trying to be like, lady, you can't wear that in public.
Yeah,
It's like,
like-
call the cops.
Man, let me buy you another shirt.
Monsters. Yeah, right.
So they're surrounding her in a comical way, and they're like, one guy has her by the arm. You know what I mean?
The Walmart arm?
Tiny little thing.
Walmart arm, where you're like in a Walmart, you're like, "What the fuck out of here? We're leaving."
yeah. No, she's a tiny petite girl, screaming at the top of her lungs, and then all of a sudden the girl starts yelling like, "They raped me! They raped me!" I was like, "All right, this is getting interesting."
Are you in your car? Where are you standing?
There's a crowd around my car now. It's
He's
right outside my car, so I
fidgeting
can't
with
get
his
in.
keys.
So I'm leaning against my car disrespectfully. If this was like and there's other guys joining me, like, all right, let's see where this goes. Right?
Wait, is the other dude leaning on your car?
There's 2 or fucking 4 guys just leaning against the car. I'm like, all right, let's just watch it. I want to see where this
You
goes
didn't
to.
pull the but you gotta hit that.
No, I
button,
want.
man.
It was too like normally I do. I see it. I hit the wah 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 wah. They all
But there's
jump.
something that's
Mix,
going on.
mix rear view mirrors hanging off that car, leaning out. It's not going to cause a problem.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
So
a good point.
she screamed like they raped me, and immediately the black guy just let her go, and she fucking took off. Right? What the guys are like? We own that fucking bar, and she walked out on her tab. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So immediately this bitch went to rape, and the guys went, "I'm not having none of this." Like, but judging how drunk she was, she obviously stole like $1 million. That's how drunk she was.
Yeah.
And these guys they tried to defend their business, and because she fucking yelled, "I'm raped," like, it's not worth it. Fucking leave. Like, they didn't even want to hold her hostage, dude. That's the fucking power.
Are you starting to think about that privilege thing, or are we?
No, I wanted to. For women, I wanted to chase her down and tackle her and go, "I got her, guys!" Just drag her back by the
That
hair.
would be your good deed because they are not white, and
They're not white.
You
guys.
would have been
Stop
allowed.
them. Like she literally robbed them, and they let
how
her
much
go.
could that tab have been though? I mean,
In
they're
the
like
city.
the three owners,
On the
owners,
Second
all
Avenue.
three owners.
I don't know if they're the owner. Like, one of them has to be the owner. The other, like, I'm one of them. I'm assuming works there. I'm not going to say which one of the 3. Maybe it's owned by 2 of the guys, and then the other guy came out.
I think I know what you're saying, man.
I didn't say shit. I'm just telling you.
All right, whatever.
The first black and Muslim-owned business in New York.
That's to say, man.
What was the name of the bar?
I don't know because it was just right outside this suburb.
Matt Mick wouldn't go there.
Yeah. I don't go to bars. So this chick just ran away into a sea, just disappeared into people, and like those guys like were in their right to hold this chick for fucking stealing, and now because she yelled assault, right?
I don't know if you
they
can
let her
do
go.
that. Can you? I mean, here's the thing. I have a joke about it. I like talking about it on stage. The idea of a citizen's arrest. It's like, when can you kind of physically hold somebody until the police get there so that they could do their thing? And like, because there's definitely times where someone gets assaulted, whatever. Someone locks them up just holds them on the ground. The cops show up, they get off, and it's like, "Thank you for holding on to this guy." And there's definitely times, maybe in this case, where the cops show up and they're like, "Let go of that tiny woman."
Right.
It's like, what was it,
Right.
$100 bar tab? Like, you did assault her. It's like, now it's a weird gray area. But would I have would I have liked the story of gone the way where you tackled her and the cops came and they gave you an honorary badge and now we call you Sergeant Thomas? Yes, of course.
I mean, you know me, I don't want titles, but I would have, like, my point is, like, I would have loved to have seen someone tackle her and just, like, and even the guys were like, "We call the cops," and the guy's like, "Good, we'll wait here till the cops get her." And then when she left, and then the guy's arguing with the fat woman who was just like, "You're a piece of shit. Like, you don't even know the fucking story.
Yeah.
You walked in on that this chick robbed us. Like, and then all of a sudden, the second she yells rape, they go, "Ah, fuck it, you win. That's checkmate."
The rape thing is a tough one. 2 Muslim guys, though, they should have been like, "She called us terrorists." Basically, you know what I mean? We're just throwing accusations out here.
And then the NYPD shows up and goes, "Uh-huh."
They just start tackling the black owner. What the fuck? I own
Cops
this.
show up and immediately tackle all 3.
There's a black guy leaning in your car. They walk over to you like, "You want us to arrest him?"
Oh my god! They come over to you. They're like, "So you own this bar?" You're like, "Yeah."
You're Irish or in New York. So, I have a story. So, not from this weekend, but a little while ago, I was in Halloween, and we were all dressed up, and we were all hanging out in the city. And
What was your costume?
I like the way you didn't want to tell us, like, you know, it was a few months. I don't want to say when.
Halloween.
it was a long time ago. What?
Halloween, March.
Not even my story. It was actually an episode of 30 Rock. But anyways,
Anyways, so Tina Fey is doing this.
So I'm walking along the street.
So myself, my cousin, and my brother are all in the city. We're all dressed up.
What are you dressed up as?
That's the point.
All right.
So I was do you remember the Afro Ninja? The guy who did like
What was
a
that, Cartoon Network or
no,
something?
the guy who did a backflip and like got himself knocked out. Like, you ever see that video? It's like one of the early viral
learning.
videos.
I don't remember that, but if you're telling me your costume was that of a viral video, I'm making massive judgments against you right now,
do it.
Dan Barry.
No, because it was
Sleeves won't save you today, Dan Barry.
Take them off.
Rolls up his sleeves.
My cousin has bought one of those like retired Hooters waitresses thing where like it's like the fake tits hanging at the bottom, where it's like old lady tits.
Just disrespectful all around.
Yeah, it's not great.
You being a culture vulture, he's shaming women. What was your cousin?
My
Adolf Hitler.
and then my brother was a
Adolf?
Well,
Floon?
he was riding like a horse. Like his thing was just like he was riding a horse. It was stupid. So
That's the only appropriate costume?
They have coconuts.
Wait, can you explain the Afro Ninja video?
I just
for real?
there's a dude who just like has like nunchucks, trying to do like nunchuck moves.
Is it a black dude?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay,
He-
probably.
Yeah, he does a backflip. I can't remember the face right now.
He has an afro though,
Yeah.
right?
You
Okay.
remember if he's black?
no.
Were you in blackface
right
then?
now.
No.
Or were you not in blackface?
No, I was not.
Dan's like, fuck, I never should have brought this up. You've got aluminum tinfoil wrapped around your teeth. Go
First
ahead.
episode where Dan looks worse than me so far.
So anyway, that was. What's your story, Rudy?
So I'm wearing my hood, and it turns out that I could use it.
I didn't say I had a story. You started the story. Halloween.
So Rudy was dressed up as the Afro.
Do you have a fake afro on?
Yeah, I just bought. Like,
Already problematic.
No, so literally, what happened was we went to the city and we were like, it's whatever. Somebody's like, oh, we're going to a costume party. And I'm like, we don't even have costumes. We don't know what to do. So we went to those, like, one of those, like, last minute, like, those Halloween, whatever, the pop-up Halloween stores.
Yeah.
Spirit Halloween or whatever. And literally grabbed whatever was there. And there was, like, the 3 things we found that was available. And we just put it on with it. That was the entire week. So now we're walking down the street and we're just enjoying, whatever, a bunch of alcohol. And there's a woman, her kid, and these 2 guys talking to a woman. And we just happened to notice them because the kid was really loud. And we're like, fucking kid's annoying. And we just kept going. And then we realized the kid was saying, leave my mommy alone. And we're like, oh, no. So we can, like, now we're like.
What color were the guys?
They're black.
All right. I mean, you got to add that into the story, Dan.
They're all, everyone in that
Creates a picture for the folks
yeah.
at home. You know, they're like, in their head, there's like a tall red-haired guy
I thought
and
they
a
were
Mexican
pilgrims.
midget, right?
Yeah, no. So the way it works out, from what we understand, is like, all of them are black, and there was a woman. It's inconsequential to the story, but Mick just had to get in.
We got to change the name
But
of this
now,
podcast.
but now we can see it more. That's all I'm trying to say. That's
So
the-
Mick can
it's
see
the
it.
art of storytelling, Dan.
So anyway, so we're sitting there and we're walking past them and we see like what's going on. We're like, what the fuck? And we realize the 2 guys are trying to hit on the girl, and she's not interested, and they will not say no. Take no. And now
2
we're
guys, a duo hitting on one woman.
yeah.
That's a tough.
Yeah, they. I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, and with a kid. And by the way, it was like 11 o'clock at night. It was
How
like
hot
a
was
very
the
weird.
kid?
Kid was jacked. I gotta be honest with you.
Mick Thomas.
The kid dressed was like Britney Spears, like the hot version, before the shit fell off.
So anyway, so we're walking now. We're like walking slower because we're like, whoa, like what the fuck is happening here? But we're still like a decent like 50-yard dash away. Like we're like half a football field away, and we're just looking, and then we realize that like the kid like I guess slapped the guy like leave mommy alone.
How old is the kid?
Like literally like 6
You
or
can
7.
hear them from 50 yards away.
Yeah, no, because you're alone. In the city.
Yes, Dennis, I'm the Afro Ninja. All right, my senses are heightened. I can.
it pulls in the sound.
Afros are very aerodynamic. It's why we have good ears.
He's using echolocation. He's clicking at them from 50 yards away. Someone's in trouble, guys.
2 snaps.
I can't snap my fingers, Dan.
I know.
Dan's like, someone's in trouble. Your cousin's like, I hear it too.
My brother's like, I'm on a horse.
He gets to them first because he's on a horse.
And he just circles them. Hey, come about! Come about!
Wait, what was the other one again? Hooters Wakers. Useless in this situation.
Lazy whore.
So
I'm retired.
So we see the kid like kind of like hit the guy, and it's like a little kid. It's not like he didn't like punch him really hard. It's kind of like leave my mommy alone. And this dude legit pie faces fucking kid.
If you said pushed, I would have been, oh no. But pie face is like,
I've never heard it described as such, but a perfect wordage right there.
Right, fucking
Yeah.
yeah.
And if you've ever been pie faced, not only painful,
yeah.
very disrespectful. This kid is a losing face in front of his mother. All right.
So us being us, we were like, you know, you think of like what you're gonna say in that instance, and we go, whoa, and that was it. And we decided to start walking back.
Italian horse.
Yeah, my brother was like being a character with fake horse, like everything okay?
He just neighed upset. He's like, You guys do better horses than me.
That was a Scottish one, by the way.
Oh, Mac Horse. So we start like walking back now, like kind of like what the fuck is happening?
Well, you turn directions, or you're still walking?
We were turning back. We were coming back now
because you're like, I'm not fighting this kid.
Yeah, that kid deserved him. Anyway, so the mom now slaps that guy.
What was she dressed as?
She was just she was walking home from work, I think. Honestly,
It was a letdown.
and the guy,
I was looking for Catwoman.
the guy, yeah,
The slutty nurse or Wonder Woman.
the guy that pie faced the kid legitimately shoves the woman. So now we're like, oh, we gotta go. Now, here's the thing.
Hold on. Oh, wait. Aren't we supposed to be heroes on this podcast? You're a wrestler.
So far, I'm good.
You're a wrestler. Is this brother the priest by any chance?
No.
All right.
No, but
What's your
wait,
cousin do?
No, hold on. So the whole
You guys are
point,
pussies. So I'm trying to.
we are literally running back now.
You're running away.
No, running towards the fight, you moron.
Oh, I thought you said. All right.
I literally just said we turned around to head back.
You have theme music.
So
Yeah.
hold on, wait. But so I got this straight. They pie faced the kid. You guys are like, oh, we can't get
No,
involved. Then
so-
they shove the woman. You're like, oh, let's get involved.
See, here's the thing. You're thinking of it as like a 5-minute time span between those two instances. We saw the kid get pie faced. We turned to come back. We saw the woman get pushed, and we were already running. So
Okay.
That's the timing of the way it works.
Your cousin takes longer because to turn a horse around.
Yeah,
it's
it was
not.
my brother had the horse.
Yeah.
Get this right. My brother had the horse, you asshole.
We had to throw an
So we
apple at
start
them so
running.
The horse would go towards.
So but here's the thing, we start running. Like we're coming, and I have this fucking giant afro, and my cousin has the big fake tits.
Yo, Halloween makes any fight hilarious immediately because it's like, yo, is
Even
that
domestic.
is that a horse and hooter waitress?
We got a domestic call. Austin Powers is beating up Abraham Lincoln. Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby.
How's your lips, baby? Yeah.
So we're running, and as we're running, I'm just picturing Austin Powers fighting.
Austin Powers saves the day in the story. It comes out of nowhere.
So suddenly we're like running, and the way it works, like we were like, if you look at a city block, they run the first quarter of the city block. We run like the last quarter of the city block. So there's like 50, a half a block between the two of us. And we start running. And we're like, we're going to fucking beat them up. We wouldn't have. They were huge dudes. We were going to get shit kicked out of us, but we were going to be there.
3-on-2 though.
Yeah, but much bigger than us.
5-on-2 if you count the woman and kid.
Extra 2 legs on the horse.
Make it buck and kick them.
The horse materializes. Like, I've been waiting for this moment.
It's like the old Ghost Rider. It's like Ghost Riders.
You beat him up, and then the woman gives him a fucking sugar cube. There you go. Good job.
But as we're running, turning the corner is who I have decided in my head, I've never found out, was that woman's husband. Who apparently
Player
got
two
a
has
phone
entered the
call or
game.
text saying, come get me, and was running around the corner, who happened to see the push. So we're like,
That's fucking
oh,
electric.
it's on. And we
Now you're racing to get a good view.
no, in our heads, we're like, yeah, we'll get him. Like,
Now we got it. Yeah.
The 4 of us are going to beat the fuck out of these two.
Is the husband dressed up?
No.
No, of course not.
But he is wearing...
Should have said Austin Powers.
No, he is wearing
John Wick.
He's wearing black jeans, a black beater, a wife beater.
Oh, shit.
And
He's dressed up. You just don't know the character.
yeah, he's Luke Cage.
The real Afro Ninja comes around the corner. You guys had that Spider-Man meme moment. You're pointing at each other like, wait a minute. And then you both just say, fuck it, we got to beat this guy up anyway. It doesn't matter.
So he's running, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna get him. And he goes, he says some shit, and the guys turn around, and legitimately, the husband, I guess, is a pro fighter.
All right.
And he beat the fuck out of these two. And I mean, like, where we stopped, like, we slowly stopped running.
Now you're pulling him up. You're like, dude, take it easy.
Now all Dan can do is have like, hey kid, you dropped your Snickers.
But I think Mick would appreciate the combination. Like, the one guy went to a punch, and the dude ducked under. It was left, right,
Oh, my God.
boom, down. Other guy gets taken, he throws him away, and then the guy who pushes wife beats the shit out of him. The dude that got thrown away comes back, grabs him in a chokehold, and now we're like still coming over. Ducks
How long
under.
did it take you to get there?
No,
Well, they're speeding up, slowing down. They're like,
Yeah,
maybe they need
whoa.
us, maybe they don't.
We're like, oh, this guy's got this, and then we're like, oh, he's got it, they're on his back.
Yeah.
And so, but like, it was literally like maybe if you really counted it out, it was maybe 10 seconds of fight.
One round of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, one
combat.
round of Dungeons & Dragons combat. I went twice. I got to use double action. So we started. So we see it, and then the guy gets on the choke, off the choke, pushes him up, pops him. Legit uppercut. Legitimate uppercut.
Ooh.
End of a Street Fighter fight uppercut where homeboy
Shao Ruken.
Homeboy went, and there was, no, it gets better. There was like these
He
steps.
fatality'd him.
There's some steps. Like it was like a small step down to something else. And on the uppercut, he went into the stairwell and dust came up.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It was the best thing I'd ever seen. And we're like, oh my god. And we're like, dude, we were just coming over. Are you okay? And like, the minute we came over, he was like ready. I'm like, no, please don't kill us. Like,
Yeah.
So he goes,
He's like, are you Afro Ninja?
he goes, racist ass costume.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? That's not cool. I know, I was just in a fight and shit, but what?
So
high horse.
so we leave and we're just kind of like, we're like, okay, everything's all right. They all go inside the house and we're all just standing there. The two dudes get the shit kicked out of them. One of them's getting arrested. The cops pulled up. It's like a whole thing. We start walking away and there's literally just a dude in a nerd costume, just a generic nerd costume. He goes, "You guys look like the retarded X-Men trying to save." And we imagine from the visual, it's just like a fucking idiot with a giant afro, big bouncy floppy tits, and a fake horse just sprinting after a fight. He goes, "You guys look like you were gonna get beat up anyway." We're like, "Yeah, probably. It was awesome, but
That's fucking hilarious.
it was
man.
awesome. It was a great. The uppercut is still like talked about in my family. Like,
Yeah.
dude, like legit, like
You don't see an uppercut a lot.
no, it was like a.
It's probably the most effective punch too.
If you can get in that close range and they have nothing to protect them,
Without a doubt, it's the
You
most.
just want to hit him
effective.
right under the jaw.
Right on the
yeah,
button.
right on the
light
chin.
out, light out.
Science takes
Yeah.
over
And
and you're
he-
gone. Doesn't matter
it-
how tough you are.
Yeah.
Science takes over and you're out.
And I say he left his feet, and everyone you kind of like imagine like there's like hyperbole in that. I am not fucking kidding. Homeboy left his feet, went down the stairwell, hit the ground, dust came out,
up.
and it was like it was a
Fucking great.
stage from a movie.
Were a few birds flying in a small circle over that spot?
All you hear is a cat.
Some homeless guy. What the fuck?
I got so much pizza here.
I don't think I've ever seen a fight like that. I've never
Oh.
seen anything good like that.
It was the only time I've seen fights in my life, and they've gotten like
Yeah,
crazy.
they're always dumb to watch. It's
Well, when
always
you
just
see, like,
Can we
a
talk about your thing?
what was my thing?
Fights coming up, right?
Yeah, but you will.
I have one too, guys. It's this weekend in Worcester, Massachusetts. But the way you see somebody like come into a fight and they like are incredibly skilled at fighting,
Yeah.
against two dudes who literally pie-faced a kid like, no, fucking tough guy.
Fully have it coming. Like,
Yeah.
deserve everything. they're
Everything
gonna get.
about what they got was perfect. Like,
Yeah.
it was very much movie scene. Like,
It wasn't like, because actually that's not true. I've seen, all right, so it was my birthday one time, and I was
Which
at
one? We narrow it down.
I don't
My
know.
birthday one time.
Black guy, Mick, all right? It was
My black birthday.
It's my black birthday, all right, Mick, whatever. It was my birthday. Probably like 25, 26,
Okay.
or 24.
Years ago.
Maybe 23. Anyway, but I'm at the Railroad Inn, Valley Stream, my local, represent. That's my bar if I'm going drinking. Right underneath the Valley Stream train station, right? And they got big windows at the front that face out, obviously, and I see these two guys. I'm like half cocked. It's late. It's already like 12:30, and it's my birthday, so people buying me drinks, whatever.
Describe the guys.
I don't know.
Valley Street, and they're white.
I think they might have been Hispanic, actually. I think, or not. I could be
Then
pulling
we're
that out of
rubbing
nowhere.
off on them.
You're making
We
me
can
pick
rotate the
something out of
seats.
nowhere. I don't remember. Is my actual answer. I
Mick
don't
really
remember.
wants to know that they're not white.
What I
That's
did
really it.
see, what I did see, is this dude get knocked to the ground. It was only a one-on-one, so it was like I'm kind of watching it from inside, like, oh shit, this is kind of interesting. But from out of nowhere, this guy pulls out like a pipe. He had a pipe on his person. So like,
Was it Popeye?
Yeah, knocked you out.
I saw this guy start wailing on this dude on his head with a metal pipe, and like now I'm running outside. A bunch of people are running outside. I'm running outside, and I'm like, I just start. I remember I said this. I said, "Dude, that's a human being," which is kind of stupid. I know, right? But I was
Look
like,
at the liberal.
I'm like, dude, like I don't know what that person did to you, but like you're hitting someone in the head with a fucking pipe, like.
Where did you go for your birthday? Like a Greenpeace meeting or
I
something?
know. I'm a hippie. Whatever. I'm a hippie. It gets worse. Listen, save the making fun of for a moment from now.
No, I can keep going.
I've got a lot.
I got stamina.
The owner of the bar comes out and tells everyone, like, get the fuck inside. Like, we are not making a scene outside of my bar right now, and blah, blah, blah. Like, the cops will be here any second. Let's go. Drags everyone inside. and I start crying at the bar over this senseless act of violence. I was like, I'm like, this guy might be dead. Like, I think I might have just saw.
How high are you?
No, I probably wasn't even that high, but I was drunk. But I was drunk. I was emotional and drunk, and yeah. So now I'm this 6'5", 300-pound man on his birthday crying at the bar. And
Are you alone?
No, I was with my girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure she was like, the night's over. Like, let's get the fuck out.
Yeah, she was
of
his
here.
girlfriend at the time for that reason.
But in that situation, though, I was like, I don't know.
a hand job for your birthday.
I don't even remember. I don't know. She probably held me in the fetal position as I
Sure,
cried.
sure.
That poor man.
She was looking at that guy with the pipe, like, hey, you got some more pipe?
She's like, she wanted to have sex. I'm like, I can't have sex. I'm sad over violence.
I can't get a boner when I'm crying. You know that.
But like that situation, I saw this act of violence, and it was upsetting to me because I didn't know the situation. I don't know if this guy deserved it. Even if he did deserve it, he must have done something really terrible to deserve being almost beaten to death. But in your situation, Dan, you're literally there like, yeah, like it's awesome to see this dude's got
Everyone
shit kicked
jumps
out
and
of him.
high five.
Yeah, like these fucking guys totally deserved it.
Imagine going to a bar, seeing a guy get the shit kicked out of him in a pipe, and then walking in the door and seeing a 6'4", 300
This bar
pound,
sucks.
dressed in all black, crying.
He's not getting even a hand job.
His
And,
girlfriend's blowing the bartender while he's sobbing.
Yeah, right. Oh God, I lost so much face that night.
Yeah, but when, like that was premeditated too. Like nobody finds a pipe
Yeah, yeah.
the moment you need a pipe.
Train station.
Get my good hitting pipe.
Train station. There might be. I don't
No,
know.
no, this
You
guy-
watch a movie like The Warriors. Remember that? Like
Might have
movie,
been a
The
piece of
Gang?
rebar. I
and they
don't
just
know.
got like the guy. You know,
come out and play.
they're just like they're banging the pipe into the hand, like fits perfect. Like no, you don't find that. That's a guy who is out to get.
But
you.
you find that pipe in the street, and you go, "Ooh, I'm keeping that pipe."
Yeah, yeah,
that
one
fits my
day.
hand perfectly.
One day,
I
I
also
also
wanna
want to
say-
a guy up in front of the big virgin.
I also want to say. I also want to say, violence normally doesn't happen at the Railroad Inn, Valley Stream, New York. Great place, peaceful place to hang out.
They're not sponsored. There's violence every day. You guys want to see a good fight? Go to the Railroad Inn.
Why are you telling people there's a fight club at my bar? No, it's not.
Oh,
it's
that was
not.
the name of the railway.
The Railroad Inn. That's the
Oh,
name of the
okay.
spot. I'm pulling no punches here. Hey.
Yeah, I got it.
Hey.
I can't talk. I was sparring this week. I got hit really hard, and it's like
You got hit hard.
yeah, like all week I've been kind of like I was on what we alluded to earlier. I was on stage last night, and I was doing a bit of a flying, like a hack. And now that you just hear it out loud, I did a bit about flying. And,
food, right?
And it was like I flew. So I was like I flew from I was like flown.
Flown?
I asked the question like, has anybody ever flown first class? And I was like, has anybody ever flew first class? Flown? And I swear to God, I was caught in a loop to the audience. It was so weird that the audience thought it was hysterical. And I was like, flown, flew,
Yeah,
flew.
concussions are great.
To the point, this woman right next to the stage, black woman, teacher. She just turned. She went. It's flu.
How do you know she was a teacher?
She told me
She taught
because she goes, I'm a teacher. And I goes, are you sure? I goes, I believe you know. I was like, flown, flew. I was
Flown
like,
is
no,
a word, though.
yeah, but-
right?
but
They
I think-
had flown.
yeah, but it's when you, and then I'm on stage. You go, I flew to Miami, or I have flown, and I'm like staring up into like you get that comfort on stage where like you're not in a hurry. You're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, everyone's watching me right now. But it's
Yeah.
like flown.
my
Flew,
my
and then
question-
people are yelling, "It's flow!" Like, fucking move on.
You're like, this is for me. I need to work this out.
That's why he was
my
on
own.
stage till 12:30.
I recorded it. It's fine. Like, it's flown.
Did you question that teacher because she was blind?
No, I didn't. No, I was like, all right, you're a teacher. I
You
believe
seem to know what you're talking about.
I was like, I believe you. All right, I'll take your word. Flown.
Flown.
We're still here.
That's it.
Concussed, huh?
No, I don't. I just all week has just been weird. Like just
Have you felt off since you got rocked?
no, not really. It's just when you go to like I got hit with a dirty elbow by this cunt too
On purpose?
Yeah, it was definitely on purpose because he's
During a spar?
He's a Mayweather fan. He's a Mayweather fan.
So you know he
Mayweather's
fights dirty.
notorious for like throwing that in.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was like, and I said to him, like, all right, it was an accident. And then in a group chat that we're all in, I cut that clip down to 5 seconds. And like, what do you think, guys? Deliberate or whatever? And like, I don't know. It looks
you
kind of
had
dirty.
tape on it,
They're kind of
too.
dirty. Like, because I recorded it, and then you could hear two of the coaches like, if he fucking does that shit again. So apparently he must be known for it. So I was like, hey man, he did it to me twice. And I was like, hey, listen, man, twice is a rare accident. You do it one more time, I'm going to take this shit personal. I'm going to knock you the fuck out. And it was like,
And
these
what'd
are
he say?
These are guys, no, my friend, I wasn't doing, he's Pakistani. But I was like, I'll fucking,
You think
Was he Irish?
Everyone knows that Pakistani
Was he
stereotype. They love throwing elbows.
Was he Scottish, Mick? He sounded very Scottish.
Yeah, no. So, but yeah, I don't think it was a concussion. I think I've been tired all week. I don't
Do you
even
want me to talk to the guy?
No, it's fine. I don't think it was like I was like it's nothing dangerous. I just think
I'll wrestle him.
My schedule was so fucked up this week that I'm going to bed late, getting up early, and it's like it's catching up on me. That's
Yeah.
all. And even today, it's like I get home at all hours, get up the crack of dawn to come do this shit, and now I gotta
Crack of dawn.
But
It's,
like, when you
10.
get home at 2 and then you gotta get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, it's
fair.
fucking
That's
right.
fair.
And I gotta go to a fight today to watch some guy fight, and I got 2 more spots tonight at the comic strip.
You could skip the fight.
I gotta support the guy.
The dirty box.
No, it's not him.
It's the
Someone else.
Pakistani.
Someone else from the gym.
I'm rooting
So-
against him.
Yeah. So I gotta go support.
Well, I hope you're getting the rest you need, Mick.
Tomorrow I will when the hurricane hits.
Oh yeah, we're getting a hurricane. Is that something
Yeah.
I should worry
I
about?
don't give a shit anymore. Like when
Do you live in the water?
Do we care? No.
No.
But I live in a basement.
You should be worried. Yeah, you live on the water.
Oh, I'm going to Connecticut.
Yeah, but
you
your
gotta-
house will still be there when you get back. Hopefully.
Maybe not.
What about your dog?
I will be putting him with somebody else.
Oh,
Staying
okay.
elsewhere.
Because they're
Benadryl.
I was watching. You know, yesterday it was so fucking.
I bought big floaties. I was
I'm
like,
sitting on the couch yesterday.
he'll still be there when I get home.
Dog's up at the ceiling, just getting his last breath.
just rotating around like.
See, I don't care about Long Island when I talk about like hurricanes. When you see shit like Haiti get hit with a 7.5 earthquake, like, they
Yeah.
have problems. You know what I mean? Those people in Kabul airport.
They get
have
like
problems.
$20 million of damage. It's like their entire city's wasted. We get
Yeah,
$10 million
yeah.
damage. It's like dock damage.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, the swing.
oh my god, my boat's in the middle of the ocean. Oh no,
Oh, my trampoline blew over. No, fucking like shut the fuck up. But I'm watching a movie yesterday, and it was called
Taken.
fuck. No. It was
Again.
You know the sad thing was here, like it was Tom Holland was in it, but he's only 10 years old in it. It's an old Tom Holland Spider-Man. It was Believing or Still Believing or something. It was a true story about the family who got caught in that tsunami that happened at Christmas time in the Philippines. Right? Remember that the tsunami hit on Christmas Day?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's made so well though, right?
Is that Santa?
It stars Ewan McGregor. You know what's fucked up? It doesn't. Ewan McGregor comes in at the end
What's
of
the
it.
name of it again? You said.
I think Believing.
I think I've seen the trailer. I think I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's really fucking graphic and scary. Like what a tsunami does. You know how fucked up that is? I just said it stars Ewan McGregor when it really doesn't. He's the husband in it, and the whole movie's about the wife's journey getting through the tsunami. I'm like, Ewan McGregor saved it at the end, but he came in just to talk to her.
He's the bellboy. He's
but
like,
this
your
woman-
room is right this way.
Like it's her. It's what's her name? The Australian chick. She was in The Ring.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Amy Watts.
Naomi
Something-
Watts?
Naomi Watts. Her and Tom Holland. Tom Holland's only 10 in it. So I'm watching this movie as the tsunami's hitting, and all of a sudden my phone goes. I'm like, I'm watching a movie like, oh, that must be the sirens for the tsunami hitting. I look down at my phone, it's like hurricane warning. I'm like, what the fuck?
This is
And then a wave washed Mick away.
Yeah,
And that was it.
In the movie, is it a tidal wave or is it a tsunami?
Tsunami.
What's the difference between like a tsunami and a hurricane?
A hurricane is wind.
Well, it's also raining.
A
Shit, right?
tsunami is an earthquake that happens in the ocean, and then what happens is the plate drops, all the water falls into the ocean, so it pulls back from the beach, and then as it has to come back, and as it's coming back,
So
this
it does
forms
involve a
huge
tidal wave.
No, a tidal wave is something different. A tidal wave is a giant wave.
Yeah.
This is a wall, could be like 10 feet high. It could be a wave just 10 feet high, but it fucking has the whole force of the ocean behind it, just pushing forward.
And so the wave, rather than like crashing
miles
at the shore,
long.
That's why when you see those videos, Patrice O'Neill actually talked about it in one of his specials where he's like, he's talking about a tsunami, I believe, and he goes, you see the video and you hear about the destruction, and then you see the video and it's just like water up to the knees, and it's like, that's it? That's
Yeah.
the whole thing? But I guess if it's coming with that kind of force,
What
it's
it does,
fucking up everything.
it's weird thing. The water is not that does like you know you hear people. It's just it pushes cars,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the debris just, and that's the thing. A lot of countries too that like the sad thing about countries like that get hit with natural disasters. Like it's not fair because like they're poor, they can't build strong shit, and then all of a sudden God throws in that curveball. Hey, that's a nice church. Fucking shaky. Now you got 80 people dead on a Sunday. Do you know what I mean? And it's like so.
But the island is beautiful 364 days out of the year.
Until tsunami season,
Until the tsunami
it's like
season. Yeah,
you know, and you can't predict them like because it's an earthquake way out out in the ocean. And apparently, like that, it's not in the movie, but I remember reading about it. Like some little girl, a 10-year-old girl, saved. She's from Oxford. She saved,
Purple and yellow, lady in red.
purple and gold. She saved thousands of people because she had just done a school project. And what was happening is everyone was on the beach having a good time, and all of a sudden the water disappeared. Like, where the fuck?
And what? Lisa Simpson starts running down the beach like, we gotta go.
We don't speak English.
But they're like the ocean disappears, and like, oh, the tide is out really far, like to the
Yeah.
point where fish are just like flopping on the.
That is
on the
something.
si-
If you ever
yeah.
see the water go out, fucking run.
And she had just done a project, and she goes, "We gotta get the fuck out of here." And I was like, "Yeah, all right." And then she saved like thousands of people. She was able to get, because there's a decent amount of time when that water leaves until the time it has to come back again.
yeah.
Yeah, but it was a good movie.
That
Naomi
little
Watts.
Greta Thunberg saving thousands of people. Is that the right name?
Yeah.
Greta
Yeah.
Thunberg.
Floon?
Floon.
Thunberg.
Flew.
Thunberg. How dare you?
Flowed.
Fuck out of here, you fucking child.
Flowed.
Listen to
She's
you.
not wrong. It's just she's annoying.
She's not annoying, but I don't need to get my advice. Like, I'm not
So you
listening
gotta
to you. I'm
Listen,
not,
if I was out there telling people, they'd be like, we gotta listen.
like,
to
but did
this
you ever
guy.
go to a party and all of a sudden,
That's like
like,
charm.
excuse me, like, and then so it took me 5 hours to drive there, and I was like, excuse me, yeah, here's my Lego, that's great, and then you turn back around, that's what she's, how dare you, like, yeah, that's great, that's what she does. She's a very unhappy child.
Yeah, but what if she was saying, don't watch out, there's Legos on the floor, don't step on them, and then you were like a fucking idiot, and you started walking in Legos for the rest of your life? That's more like what Greta is in this case.
Like, I'm all for, and I'm 100% in, like, I like the planet's fucked. We're all fucked. Nobody's talking about it. That whole thing. If you watch that documentary about the ocean, if you want to kill yourself, that's the documentary to watch. But that whole thing about the straw, that one turtle thing, was done deliberately, not push the straw up. That video went viral to as a distraction to get rid of, like, to show what's really going on with the ocean, right? Because we're only give a fuck about that one. You get one turtle gets one straw in it, and they fucking ban it. But yet there was a girl. She was in college. She has spina bifida too, to be fair. But she had like a metal straw, and she fell over, and the metal straw went through her eye into her brain and killed her. But yeah, we all have metal straws are fucking. You know what I mean? We care about the turtle, but not the spina bifida.
I just
girl.
think people we need to realize like straws are irrelevant. You don't need them. You can just drink out of a cup.
I like a straw. No,
I
I'm
like
not
a straw.
getting rid of a straw.
If you go to a Subway and they're all on top of each other, you got to pick the cup up. Some fucking he goes, "Oh, I got 5 by mistake," and his dirty fat hands are touching it.
Fat hands.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
clammy fuckers. And then it's like you got to drink. You like maybe his sausages touch that, right? And then if you put a paper straw on, it just turns to mush in your mouth.
I'll
No.
tell you what. I have a metal straw.
But you won't get vaccinated. So anyway, we got
I got 2 metal straws at home. One has the curve, and the other one has all kinds of swoopy things. No, one straight. One has
It's like a metal one has swoopy things. That's like a medieval
straw.
engineer. It's like
It's
clink, 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 back in the fire.
no.
Clink, clink. Like Tony Stark and Iron Man 1 just building Mach 1.
It's got to look cute. Here you go, Junior. Drink your milkshake.
All right, that was 5 hours. How many ordered? 10. You ordered 10,000. All right, right back to it again. But yeah, so I agree the planet's fucked. Like, but like, I don't need like, don't put a child up there to yell at me to tell me about it.
I don't think you can't make something go viral. You could try, but it's not a guaranteed thing. You know what I mean? Even Jimmy Kimmel, he did that thing where he was like, remember the girl did like the handstand against the wall and fell over onto this glass table or some shit, and that wound up being staged.
Right.
And Jimmy Kimmel was like, we made a video go viral. But it's like, I think there were like 2 attempts before that, before that one took off, right? Yeah.
There's a couple of them.
So I don't know how accurate you are about. And listen, sorry to the spina bifida girl, but also, would she have been taken out by a metal straw had she not had spina bifida? Does that have something to do with it? Spina
No, it
bifida?
does, but that's a real thing. Like turtles are a real thing, but you can't
But if we
do a
save
genocide
if
on
we-
plastic straws.
If we cut out the straws and because of that video we save the oceans and environmentalism goes up, thus saving lives in other ways, is it worth one metal straw through a spina bifida's skull?
Listen, that's
we gotta
not-
wrap this podcast.
That's not for me to say. No,
Guys,
I want to dig into this.
No, Sunday I'll be in Worcester.
Next week we'll
American-
do Down syndrome, and we'll see how we compare them against the fucking monkeys that are going extinct.
Next week I'll be at Mohegan Sun.
Which
What we got? Poconos.
There you go. I'll be at Mohegan Sun like 2 weeks after that, I think.
Hell
September
yeah.
3rd and 4th, something like that. I don't know. First
Aren't we
weekend
doing
in
something
September.
October 31st?
Halloween, yeah, we're dressing up. I'm
No,
going to be
August-
Applejack.
I'm wearing
He's
a
gonna
horse.
be
August
a horse.
31st.
August 31st, we're at RJ Daniels in Rockville Center.
Yeah,
The three of us, the Almost Irish Show.
Yeah.
Tickets still available. Definitely go get those.
Of course they are.
All 4 of you. Yeah, mix the headliner. So we can't
right.
paper this room. Guys, what do you got?
That And October 12th, I will be at Uncle Vinny's recording an album with 4 other comics for Sirius XM Radio. It's not an album; it's a segment for them. So I'll have a 20-minute set on
Comedy mixtape.
Sirius XM kind of thing. Yeah.
Man.
So
Cool.
there's 2 shows in there on a Tuesday at Uncle Vinny's, so that's good. So you want to try get some tickets for that before they sell out.
I would promote my shows, but there are no tickets available to any of my shows.
That's
Except for the one at RJ Daniels.
Except
Oh, I'm following Rooney's trend, by the way. He's showing me the way. I will be getting rid of all social media except Instagram. So follow me on there as Mick Thomas Comedy. And, of course, my other podcast, Cheaper Than Therapy, available twice a week.
I'm the Dan Barry, and I'm on everything. I'm not getting rid of it.
Dennis Rooney 7 on Instagram only. My phone number is...
All right, bye.